They accelerate towards the start-finish line. The red lights go out and we are green. It is indeed Dennis Hauger who slots into the lead ahead of Leonardo Marseglia. Great start by the young Italian. He actually had a look at taking the lead of Hauger. Hauger looked behind him. They all settle through. We've lost a couple that have gone wide on the exit of turn number 3. Hauger from Marseglia. Good start also by Giuseppe Fusco as they come up the back straight for the first of 16 times here in the sunshine at La Conca, Muro Lecese. Heat now well and truly into those Vega tyres as Mattia Michelotto has a look on the inside of Marseglia. Well, it started already. The dicing will not stop for the entire duration of this 16-lap race. You can be sure of that as Hauger leads them across the line for the first time. Into second, Michelotto, Marseglia, Giuseppe Fusco, Jose Antonio Gutierrez Gomez from Spain is in 4th spot. In the baby race kart, you can see Moretti Coluccio has dropped back to 7th. At the tail of this leading bunch in the 550 Tony kart for Salento Motorsport. Jose Antonio Gutierrez Gomez, that's him in the Mad Croc promotion kart. The team that are certainly setting some waves here in 2015 in World Karting. Their driver sits in 5th spot, number 541. There he goes through at the bottom of your screen. He's chasing down Giuseppe Fusco. Moretti Coluccio is now in 7th spot, ahead of Rocco Alberto Negro. Mattia Muller, Charles Martinez rounds out your top 10. Michelotto, 2nd spot. But getting very close to the back of Hauger as they skip over the ripple strip. Another thing to point out is fatigue will play a factor later in this race. We mentioned the recently resurfaced sections of the track. Forearms and neck muscles, if they're not strong enough, they will not last, particularly for these young drivers, some of whom are just 9 years of age. Youngest driver in the field, Marcus Flack, all the way from Brisbane, Australia. Back in 31st spot after a difficult start as Luigi Coluccio muscles his way through. But he himself has lost a spot because Rocco Alberto Negri has got past him. Marzio Moretti drops back as we've got a new leader. Mattia Michelotto goes through and Hauger, who runs wide into the grass. Marseglia in 2nd spot. Michelotto did start on the front row of the grid as the rest of the field pours through the infield. One kart climbing over the back of another, as you just saw. Michelotto leads up the back straight from Marseglia. The Zanardi TM of Giorgio Pantano's driver. Number 520 is going to have a look on the inside. There we go. Michelotto tries to respond on the exit as Fusco locked a brake going into that hairpin. You saw the puff of smoke. 501, your pole sitter, Dennis Hauger, is now back in 4th spot. This is not what we expected from the driver who dominated the last round as Michelotto goes through on the inside of Marseglia. As they accelerate and put the power down, Fusco's looking over his shoulder. He still is. The star on his helmet, the 516 baby race car. Strong contingent of baby race drivers here this weekend. Their technical director, former European champion driver himself, Roberto Toninelli, looking after these young drivers. Of course, this is the team that won the KF Junior World Championship 3 years ago. They're looking good for a win here this afternoon with Fusco, but Marseglia has other ideas as he goes through and takes the lead on the final corner. This is the end of lap number 5. Michelotto behind Marseglia. This is the best passing spot on the track. And Michelotto proves why. He puts his energy kart into the lead. Marseglia, Fusco. Hauger is back in it now. And on the tail of this group is Jose Antonio Gutierrez Gomez in the MC01 kart. Marsella is back into third. It's going to be fourth if he's not careful, because Hauger is going to take him on the outside. Marsella has no choice but to yield and let the Norwegian through. Gutierrez Gomez, the Spaniard, sits in fifth spot. Marzio Moretti recovered for sixth. Going across the line now in the top kart, Genis Chivico from Spain sits behind his countryman. Charles Martinez in 11th spot. Francesco Pizzi down in 13th. They go through turn 6. 9 laps to go at the end of this one. This is the opening final of the afternoon, the third round of the WSK Supermaster Series. Jose Gutierrez Gomez going through on screen. He's there in fifth over the ripple strip. On the back of Leonardo Marsella, we've got a change for the lead as Giuseppe Fusco decides he'd like to lead for a change. Sick of following these karts. Dennis Hauger has recovered into second spot. The Norwegian driver with the Norwegian flag on the top of his helmet and also on his NASA panel. He is in second spot. Look for a move up the inside. There goes the Norwegian. No! He thought better of it. Michelotto sits in behind this group. Coluccio is not out of it. He's trying desperately as the front two touch. They're going to be side by side on the exit of turn number 6. The field really starting to bunch up now here in the sunshine at La Conca. Muro Lucchese up the back straight for the 8th time. Fusco goes into the chicane looking over his shoulder. Just about flat out through the exit of there. Over the ripple strip, up the inside. Hauger, too easy for him that time. Marsella follows him through. They're going to be 3 wide. Coming onto the straight, they touch. Michelotto, they're 5 wide. Can you believe this? Have you ever seen racing as close as this outside of NASCAR? They were 5 wide down the start-finish straight. Dennis Hauger, your pole sitter, as we go past half race distance, he is leading a train of 8 karts. Wow, that was spectacular. We've seen them go 2 wide. We've seen them go 3 wide. They were 5 wide last time down the straight. The Norwegian Dennis Hauger leads from Michelotto in the energy kart. The Tony kart of Fusco is in 3rd spot. I can tell you the crowd in front of us are starting to get a little bit excited here. As we see another change for the lead, almost identical to that of a lap ago. Let's see how wide they go down the straight this time as Coluccio goes wide onto the ripple strip. This is indeed the last lap. The racing has been so frantic, we've got ahead of ourselves. Of course, 16 kilometres the distance. They're on their final lap now. Matteo Michelotto. Dennis Hauger from Norway in second. Up into third now. Matteo Muller. Oh, we've got a change for the lead on the final lap. They touch on the back straight. Oh, Hauger leads it, but I don't think it's going to be over when the checkered flag comes down at the end of this one. Oh, that was just sensational. You saw the move. Matteo